We're live at the Experience Center, Portland, Oregon. How's everyone doing? We're back for another installment of MoGraph Moves, getting into some illustration for motion today, continuing on with our Norman Reedus fan art of Death Stranding. Pretty excited. OMG, we're back. Oh, yes. Wake me up when September ends. Great reference. You have to do it. Just like the Justin Timberlake, it's gonna be May, the start of September. This is bad. Who even did Wake Me Up When September Ends? Was that? Man. I mean, I know it's like one of those like pop punk, like emo 2000s bands. Was that? Man, I forget. Green Day? Okay, thank you. I was like, that wasn't, I know it wasn't Good Charlotte. Oh man, Good Charlotte, good. But yeah. Ashamed for knowing that. No, that's common knowledge. I'm ashamed for not knowing that. David Rick, how's it going? Yeah, I just wanted to hang out on this background for a second. Just because I made it. There's some motion for you. If we don't get into After Effects today, at the very least we have this moving background. Yes, DRS. David Rick Smith. Good. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. It's a lovely day out. Rode my bike here. Got some endorphins. Free endorphins. Yeah, can't complain. Gonna draw some Death Stranding fan art. Very excited. Yeah, I'll get into it here and just chat and draw. It's the challenge of the day. It's a slow day down here at the Experience Center. We've been getting some folks coming in. I had a handful of customers, custies as I endearingly call them, come in on Friday and Saturday, and had an architect come in looking for something to raft up some architectural schematics. I don't know the first thing about architecture, but cool. Had another very popular artists come in, show their work, and they sat down and worked for a while. It was great. Love to see the space being utilized. This getting into kind of like the tedious part here. We have to pieced out everything, but now I kind of have to I want to make this guy seamless, perfect. And I've used that word before. I know nothing can be perfect, but as far as when you are animating or setting up a character rig, I've done some pretty jank ones in the past. A lot of the Clash of Cronies ones were good and totally serviceable, but there's kind of a trick that I learned from watching this Skillshare video, where you can just make the joints very perfect, and it comes together with using a perfect circle and lining up the limbs with it. I'm gonna kind of get into that, but it's just so that when the leg ends, you're not so very apparently seeing where those pieces are. It can just look very apparent where you're like, okay, that's his little like shape for his calf. And you kind of see it like disconnect from the knee. I'm just gonna try to make it like as clean as possible. Glad people are venturing out again. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've I know people are out and about. Hopefully it stays that way. I mean, people have to do whatever they have to do to stay safe, but yeah, come in, wear your mask. It's pretty safe. I wiped down the Cintiqs with sanitize them on the rig, so it's quite safe, I would say. Lots of ventilation too. As you can probably hear, our HVAC, the little bit of white noise that's going, lots of ventilation. All right. So I made this guy in a cool pose, but for the purpose of the rig, I need to make him into it's kind of the equivalent of like the T pose. I don't know, you see the memes of like just like bad character models that are like doing this. It's like the 3D kind of default, the T pose. I kind of have to put this guy in like a T pose, but it's a little more neutral. It's just like his arms and legs are like, his arms are by his side and his legs are together, and he's standing up straight. So I'm gonna kind of like move these pieces around so he's more in that neutral kind of pose, and then I'm gonna like make the connections happen between the limbs. Let's do torso. Yeah, what have I been up to? I've been playing a fair amount of Hades. I don't know if anyone, David, have you looked into that game at all? I think I feel like I recommend games a lot to people. And by any means, never feel pressured. Obviously, do whatever you want. I have a friend I always like recommend different games to, and he kind of like gives me crap because I don't like finish games very often. So like every time I talk to him, I'm playing a different game, and he's like, yeah, no, I'm still like trying to beat my game. Something that you don't know about doing. And I'm just like, you know what? Fine. I don't feel obligated to beat a game if it's not holding my attention. And my attention span is apparently not that great. So I don't know. It takes a special game. The last thing I beat was Disco Elysium, and like that game is all reading. It's basically like reading a novel, and so I feel like I have attention when I want it to, but I feel like also it's probably just because I was so like starved for reading a novel that it was like I haven't read a book in a while, so playing a video game that was like a book was a different experience, and I was like, this feels good. I know. Well, so many games are so bloated these days. They have like, back in my day, you had World 1-1, and then you had World 1-2, and they went up to World 5, and then that was the credits of the game. Now there's all these side quests. But I mean, yeah, the open world games are hard to beat. But yeah, Hades has been fun. It's a roguelite, I suppose. And I feel like that kind of type of game has been doing it for me. I mentioned playing Slay the Spire. And I definitely recommend that one. If there's any recommendation you should listen to, David, it's Slay the Spire. It's also like not expensive, so it's a low stakes recommendation as opposed to me recommending like a $60 game. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Neck? Why are you getting bigger? The keyboard shortcuts. Is my shift key stuck? Okay, I think maybe that's what was going on. Now that you've got your Switch, oh yeah, I know. My partner and I went in on a Switch together. I feel this is like the first time in my life I've had like options for games. I've always been just kind of like have my PlayStation and I only play PlayStation games, and that's kind of where my like Sony fanboyism comes from, is because I just, you know, I feel the need to defend the only thing that I can play. But now I have a Switch. I can be a man of culture and play games that are Sony and Nintendo. And I even have a PC that could probably run some computer games, so it's wild. The world is really my oyster right now. I feel like this is a weird flex, but I don't just have to be a Sony fanboy. And that's good for something. I've heard good things about Ori and The Will of the Wisp, though. That's Studio Ghibli, I think, animated that, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty legit. Okay, neck is done. Gotta move along here. Let's go. Like once you get a console or a Switch, it'll be obsolete. Yeah, I kind of feel that way about getting a Switch this late into the cycle, but I don't know. It's also like, I still feel like they're going to be putting games out for it for a while, especially, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think I would be surprised if even, I don't know, like the Switch 2 or whatever the next model is, Switch Pro, hasn't been announced yet. And so like I'm just imagining like the timeline between like the PS5 getting announced, like the fact that it even is coming, and where we are today, which is still no one can get a PS5, and also for the foreseeable future they're still releasing, you know, like cross-generation games. Like there aren't all of the games that you can play on PS5 are on PS4, and I think it's going to be the same with Switch and like Switch Pro, depending on what they do. So I think it's still going to be relevant for at least like 3 more years. And then even still, there's just, for me, it's just like there's a catalog of games on there that I haven't experienced. So like, I don't think I need like cutting edge releases for like the next 5 years. I could just like whatever games are available on there, just have explore. Yeah, I mean, people still rock like Game Boy Color or like a Game Boy SP. I feel like Nintendo has like this interesting staying power with just how kind of like timeless a lot of their games are. A lot of them aren't relying on like the best graphics in the world. It's just like the game is designed to be fun and like it might have a more like flat style, or it's just like even like a 3D Mario platformer is like designed to kind of just be timeless. Like people still play, you know, Mario 64 and like that game ends up. It's like a Nintendo thing where you can just keep playing this stuff. Donkey Kong Country, yes. So good. Donkey Kong Country is wild. I love Donkey Kong. Like that aesthetic is just it's fun. We got the Norman thigh. So his calf is bigger than his thigh. Now that I'm laying it out here. This is maybe an opportunity for a little bit of a tweak to the design here. This isn't. No, I should just redraw it. Try out the Game Boy, that was like a big old brick. Oh yeah, I mean that thing is a beast. That thing is a beast. I remember those. Man, the screen was so bad on those. Just like the gray, the like super green, like I don't even know what kind of display that is. But yeah, if it was like anywhere near sunlight, you just could not see what was going on. Yeah, those things are legit. My first Game Boy was a Game Boy Pocket, which was like the same generation as just like the OG Game Boy, but it was like just kind of a slimmer form factor. It was fun. Played the heck out of some Pokemon Red. Yeah. I also had one of those brick Nokia phones. When I think it was in high school, and I mean, there was like iPhones that were out by the time I was like a senior in high school, but my mom gave me a Nokia brick phone just as like a way to stay in communication in like case of emergency or something. And I was like, I would never like flaunt that I had a Nokia brick phone, because I think at that time it was like 5 years old. People had their like razors and whatever, and I was just like, I got a phone too. Could play Snake on it. I think I should just duplicate the legs. Yeah. The legs should be symmetrical or like the same, just for the purpose of the rig. So I'm just gonna draw one leg once and then copy and paste it. Oh, Snake. Wow. Talk about a classic. And that brings us to our new segment, Snake Break, where I play Snake. Just thinking of ways how to play games instead of draw. There's got to be a browser-based version of Snake. Oh god, it's just Google. Wait, what is this nonsense? Sorry, I know I'm not like showing my window. Wow, see, I mean, this is legit. This is much prettier than what we have. I can't see the chat anymore, I'm sorry. He's getting longer. I'm probably inspired by Katie's game break, which I tuned into Katie's stream. I did it. That, like, Russian border check. Oh, I really can't get this guy. That game was a trip. I know. Oh no! Oh my gosh, that was a fail. That was not even. That was just bad motor skills. Well, that's enough of that. Thanks, Google. I like how they just, you know, they knew people would be searching for that. And they said, why go anywhere else when you could stay here on Google? Oh yeah, paper please. You could do an MTG arena break. That would be fun. I don't think I have it on here. I know. Maybe. I'll have to work a deal with Megan. If I can just do like 30 minutes of MTG Arena. No. I could always do it on my personal account too. Could stream on the weekend. On my own time. It's probably where that should stay. And you do you. That sounds like a green light to me. I would want to tie it in, maybe in a way, be like, I'm going to draw something magic related, but maybe play a bit of magic or something like that. Who knows? It could draw in the gamer crowd that is so prevalent here on Twitch. We did a little Wacom plays. We'll work on the title. Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. Did you ever play against the Skewt Swarm creature? No. Skewt. Let me look at this. Oh, it's like a deck. Oh, I remember seeing this guy. Whenever, I should pull it up. Whenever it land enters the battle under your control, get a 1/1 insect creature token. If you control 6 or more land token, that's a copy of Skewt Swarm instead. Oh man, that's brutal. just a token generator, and then like it just gets exponentially worse. I do love a token deck. Gasp. That was definitely kind of my first love in Magic, was like, and it kind of still is to some degree, but yeah, token decks are very fun. It's sad when you like, I think what maybe made me like turn me off of them a little bit was like playing them in Commander, because I feel like you would have to like, you would spend a lot of time building up your board, and then someone would play like a destroy all creatures, like a wrath effect, and it would just be sad unless you had some kind of protection spell. Okay, let's redraw this calf. Okay, so I'm going to bring out the guide. This is what is going to save us. I'm very excited for Sierra's stream. Breakfast of Champions, Iron Skillet. It's very fun. I was late on voting this last time, but I love a good tournament bracket with some voting. I've expressed my champion, and I will see to it that that champion makes it to the end by all means possible. The little creature would stall at the opponent, eventually cause to lose because you have to make an action on the stack. Oh, bring an action on the stack after 100 instances of a skew. I'm trying to think how that works. Oh, like it would like time. Oh, so like they would just time out basically. That's dumb. I thought you could skip it to like. I thought you could set it to like where you could just like hold down a button, or like I thought you could for some reason change it so it would pass priority like automatically. Oh, that's whack. Yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, it sucks when people like just come up with stupid decks that like I personally don't really like infinite combo stuff. I think it's boring. Or yeah, that's stuff that's like cheesy. this isn't magic. Turn 2 win. Oh no. Yeah, that's silly. I like came across some like Reddit thread the other day that was talking about just like cheating in games and how it seems like more widespread now than ever, which is like, I don't know, just kind of ironic considering you have like just more technology, more like systems in place to kind of like catch stuff like that. I don't know. I didn't actually read into it, but it was like an interesting question. Is it like a culture thing to just be like, I gotta win at any cost? Why? Oh. Token deck, make sure you have a blue and a slew of counterspells. Yeah, definitely. I know green green and white have some like mass protection as well. I guess not for tokens specifically, but green has like those, well, green has like fog effects, and then they also have like heroic intervention, the like everyone gets indestructible, and like hexproof kind of stuff. I'm glad like over the years they finally gave green some like way more hexproof, because it's basically like a green counterspell. That's like a little more situational, but still just like protects your creatures, which is what green cares about. And then white has like, I like those effects in white that are like everything like phases out or everything flickers, you know, like the eerie interlude. Those effects are interesting to me, because then you get all your like enter the battlefield triggers. Eldrazi Monument. Ooh. Have you been... I haven't really looked at like spoilers or anything for... I don't really know what the next set is, to be honest. I haven't really been paying attention to standard for a bit. I still do want to play the D&D themed one. That's the current set, I think. I have a friend coming to town like mid-September. I'm sure we'll play, but brushes. Watching kids try to figure out how to change rules in real time. Oh yeah. When someone's like making up the rules to a game. People still do that today. Adults do that. Witnessed. Time of playing some MTG at game stores and playing like miniatures at local game stores, I would say 99% of the interactions are positive or neutral. Yeah, sometimes they're like when an adult man tries to like just like deceive you in order to win, you're like, what are you doing? Okay, so now drawing the calf. It's very important. So this whole process is just like, let's see, maybe I'll do the fill. No. Basically the whole thing is like, if you draw these limbs and you have them aligned across like the diameter of the circle, and the circle matches up with the other limb, it's like if you rotate the calf, it's never going to break the bounds of the circle if you put the like point of rotation in the middle of the circle, and that's kind of like the whole thing. A game within the game. Playing the player rather than playing the game. Yeah, that's true. That it is like, there is like an honest way to do that, I feel like. Especially, there is definitely like a poker element to Magic. That I think you can like kind of do like on the online version with certain tricks. But like, I feel like that's where Magic in person is like, there's like some of that element is more prevalent. It's like, because yeah, you could have a spell in your hand, so like you kind of like pretend to I don't know, like if the main thing is if someone plays a card and then like you take a long time to react to it, it's like you obviously have something in your hand that could interact with it. So now they know that you have a spell that like can do something. So like there's tricks like that, and then like obviously you can kind of like fake stuff like that, and just pretend to think about it, or I don't know, like, you know, there's some like nuance there, and I know you can kind of fake it on Magic Arena by like pausing for a while, or like sometimes I will hold priority even if I don't have anything, but I'll just like, someone plays a card and I'll like, yeah, pretend to like deliberate over it for a second, even though like I have like 3 lands in my hand. Like there's stuff, but Commander, oh yeah, Commander for sure. That's fun to just like make deals. I have altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. Darth Vader. Darth Vader, y'all. That was my giving myself Star Wars trivia. Darth Vader negotiation tactics. just bully people into deals, and then like don't hold your word and just say I have altered the deal. That's how you negotiate. I always give people cuffed pants. You know what? I'm gonna go against that. Norman Reedus doesn't have time to cuff his pants. He's in the apocalypse. He's not trying to look with it. No time for fashion. Out in a post-apocalyptic America. He just has high rises, high waters. His pants are too small. Don't they call them? I remember jeans that were like too short, called high waters. I've heard that before. Watermark. No time to cuff. It does sound like a James Bond film. Although, yeah, like an adult, an NC-17 James Bond film. No Time to Die. I thought he was done. Daniel Craig was done, but I guess this is his last one. I haven't kept up. I had like an urge to keep up. Like recently, I think I watched Casino Royale and I was like, this was fun. I like action movies. I should watch the other ones, and then I never did, but I like Casino Royale because of the element. I don't even play poker, but it's the Magic the Gathering player in me at card games. Watch them all. Okay. Quantum of Solace. I saw Quantum of Solace in theaters, and I remember it because it was a while ago. Well, James Bond is one that I have like stake in, I feel like, because I watched a lot of the older ones like in like high school, middle school. I don't know, like I went on like a James Bond like kick for a while, and like a couple of friends and I would just like watch a different James Bond movie like every time we hung out. Yeah. Yeah, Casino Royale is good. Like, I don't know if I've seen every James Bond movie, but like pretty close to it. I want to say there's like some of the Sean Connery ones that I was just like, these are boring. as like a 15-year-old, these are boring. They're just more classic. More classic, we'll call them. They have their place in time. In the chronology. Okay, let's do... This goes... Roger Moore Bond was the longest. Yeah. Hey Jess, how's it going? Hola amigos. Always skipped Roger. You always skipped Roger Moore. I mean, look, whatever, but I feel like some of his are like more of the classic ones. Goldfinger, okay. Yeah. Man with the Golden Gun. That one was kind of one of my favorites. I like the weird like island with traps. There's like his weird like fun house that he made, and then like, yeah, I don't know, it's fun. I'm a Connery fan. Fair enough. I'll take Roger Moore over Pierce Brosnan. We're talking James Bond here. Sorry if anyone who's tuning in. Oh yeah, I was trying to Timothy Dalton. Yeah, I liked View to a Kill, I think it's called. That one was pretty good. There was another one I liked, but I don't know. He was kind of awkward. Yeah, I think I would. It is a bold statement. Okay, I haven't seen a Pierce Brosnan one for a while. Pierce Brosnan was fine. I said Goldfinger was Sean Connery. I misspoke there. But yeah, Man with the Golden Gun, which is what I was thinking of. Or was it? I don't remember. It's all getting mixed up in my head now. Okay. I got this leg. Okay, let's do, I need the fill on it. Oh yeah. Okay, you like Roger Moore. I was gonna say, I was like, that's a big swing, considering he did like half of the movies. Yeah, Timothy Dalton was awkward. He did like 5 movies or like 4 movies, and you're kind of like, okay, move along. No respect, but move along. Okay, let's see. Forget how in Photoshop. I know you can like set an anchor point. I feel like I have to look that up. If you want to watch hilarious James Bond campy film, Vincent Price, Dr. Goldfinger. That sounds fun. I thought you were gonna say, wait, let me read your. If you watch a hilarious James Bond-esque campy film, you should watch Austin Powers. I'm just kidding. It's real silly. I feel like I've heard of that, the one that you were talking about. Austin Powers. I can't say that movie holds up to modern sensibilities. Oh no, what happened? No. I think there's. Okay. I have display. Okay, cool. Let's take a tour of the Express Key settings. I have 2 monitors right now. And I want the pen on the Intuos to be able to go across both monitors. So, oh, it disappeared. Oh no, it's here. If you set one of your Express keys to display toggle, you can basically like, oops, yeah, you can press it and like have the Intuos map to just your like screen that you're working on, or you could have it, you press it again and it will switch over to being just mapped to your second monitor. If you press it a 3rd time, it will map across both monitors, which is helpful for me right now. But yeah, that's a cool little thing to program or just set as an Express key in case you don't know what to do with your Express keys, and that's part of your workflow. Powers was fun for the time it came out. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, I still quote Austin Powers sometimes to this day, just cause, you know, we have to have something that brings us joy, even if half the movie is problematic. You know what? We pioneered the way in the early 2000s, okay, for what's the humor of today. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just talking while trying to search for something. Okay. What was that? I forgot what I was doing. Hydrate. I will. I'm a little. Let's see if we can. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna look up a Photoshop thing. How to set anchor point in Photoshop. Because I want to be able to kind of show. Oh no, that's the pen tool. How to rotate from specific point in Photoshop. Change the point of rotation. It's a YouTube video. Is it really just that simple? The little beer emoji. No beer for me. It's only 3 o'clock. No drinking on the job. Nope. Okay. Okay, well, never mind. I was trying to show what I was doing, but basically, it's just so that in After Effects, the way I'm setting it up, like when this leg rotates, it will look like that, where it like creates like a natural crease, and it's not showing, as opposed to like rotating like that. Or usually what I would do before is I would just round both sides of the limb, and then it would like kind of work. But yeah, this is like the cleaner way. Moving along. Elusive leaves. How's it going? Drawing a foot. Drawing feet. But these feet are covered. Clothed. It's more like a meter. To do the guide. The man, the legend, the myth. DRS. Thank you for joining the meeting this morning. Did Elise join a meeting? Thanks, Jess. Yeah, it took me a while to draw this little boot, and it's kind of chunky. And like, not normally the shoe I would draw, I'll say, but it felt right. Oh, you've stolen Eli and was in the next room. Oh, I see, I see. Ah, I actually know you were closely affiliated to Eli. That makes sense, though. I might have known that at one point. Now you have to sign an NDA. With all the top secret streaming stuff that we talked about. I wasn't actually at the meeting. Oh, you've known Eli since high school. Oh, precious. Okay. Let's get rid of the calf. I know, this is a very methodical process. Don't mind me. Don't mind me, just here. Just broadcasting this work. I'm a normal real-life human, not a Twitch bot. I know we were running the numbers, trying to just pin down who's an android, who's real. You were in question. Bot life. Let's see. Okay, just gonna. I haven't seen the newest Blade Runner, or I know it came out like a few years ago. I was actually just listening to the other day the original Blade Runner soundtrack. I love that soundtrack. It's very good. It's by Evangelis. Classic. I know, I need to see the new one. I feel like I want to rewatch the old one first. I wish I could play the Blade Runner soundtrack, but probably most certainly be flagged. Fell asleep to the sequel quarter way through. Yeah. That's too bad. I keep getting blurry. It's the Gaussian blur filter. me see here. What did Christopher do last time to make this work? I'm just gonna turn myself off for a second. Turn it on and turn it, yeah, turn it off and turn it on again. Yes, I am on Christopher's buddy workstation. Christopher downloading his games on here. Mess it all up. I'm just kidding. No, we don't know what's this. This workstation has its quirks. Nothing to do with the Cintiq, mind you. Don't get it twisted. Nope, that ain't it. Okay, this seems to be better. It's a quirk station. Very good. Very good. Go under this little piece of paper. Sure. Sure. Okay. All right. She's back. Okay. I got this. Gonna keep my foot guide there. Calf. I should probably do this to the upper part too, just to be. I've gone through the effort of being this kind of surgical about everything, so I might as well just go the extra mile here. Norman Reedus would walk the extra mile, just like his character in Death Stranding. Several miles, in fact. I saw someone describe this game as sad mailman. And it's a pretty apt description of this game. Yeah. Does he deliver mail? Sad mailman, yes. Does he deliver mail? Is there a pun there? Wait, I can't scroll in my chat. Touch on. There we go. Oh, and he would walk 500 more. Oh my gosh. Yes. Who sings that song? Is that REO Speedwagon? Sad mailman is best. Yeah, best Death Stranding description. It's pretty accurate. He is just grunting his way through the storyline, and he's never happy. That's for sure. The Proclaimers. Okay. I'm way off. Ario Speedwagon. I just wanted to say the name Ario Speedwagon because I think it's hilarious. What did Ario Speedwagon do? Like one of their like I looked at them on Spotify. Get Ario Speedwagon on Christopher's Spotify algorithm. Can't fight this feeling. I don't even remember what that song is. Oh, Take It on the Run. I feel like if I heard like the first beat of the song, I'm sure I would know exactly what it was. Does anyone know what REO stands for? I have no idea. Rio. When I worked at a donut retailer, a donut purveyor in Portland, I would sometimes troll my coworker by like queuing up Cotton Eye Joe like 20 times on Spotify, and so like the next day when he would come in, just keep trying to skip the song and it would just come back to yeah, good old Joe. Gotta hit him with the Joe. Where was I? A lot of layers here. Did you put a link? Oh no. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Amazing. You guys are synced up. Yeah, but wait. What is going on here? Sorry, don't mind me. I'm troubleshooting my layers. Okay. Okay. It's probably because I turned touch on. And I bumped something. Wonder Twins activate. It's a green tea yerba mate. It's half the caffeine of my normal program, which is good. So I don't really need that much more caffeine. Yeah. Lovely. Sometimes streaming after, I usually like cram food in my face like right before streaming, and sometimes I'm like just like slump over into a afternoon lull. But I'm fighting it. I'm trudging onward, just like Norman Reedus would. He's my guiding light and motivation through all of this. Okay. I messed that up. Don't slump too hard. Alright. The afternoon lulls. Beautiful. That's what it needs to be called. I do it for balls. Now that's a leg. Legs, legs, legs. That's an REO Speedwagon song, I think. Can't skip leg day. Wow. Thank you, thank you. He does not. He does not skip leg day. How's my blur level doing? Looking okay. Of like a small home gym that we built up over COVID because I didn't want to go back to the gym. I basically just don't want to ever go back to a gym. But I mean, unless things are chill. But yeah, got some kettlebells, got a few different dumbbells. It's a real production. Got like a little foam, like I guess probably like 10-foot by 10-foot square that's like kind of padded for jumping up and down on. It's a real treat to just have where you don't have to go somewhere to like work out. I don't do it still often enough, but it's just nice that it's there. We got the fills going on. I think this leg is done. I'm gonna copy and paste that leg at some point. The leg triangle. Some good workout videos, but the couch is also there. Hate working at a gym, never know what I'm doing. Yeah. It's kind of, it's you know, there's like, I feel like, yeah, like, there's just too much going on where there's like a million machines, and there's also just sometimes like pressures of just like not knowing exactly what you're doing if like other people are around watching you. But I feel like it's always like the spotlight effect where like you think people are watching you, but actually no one really cares what you're doing. So it's something I feel like I kind of got over, but it's also different just being like a guy. I feel like I don't know. I definitely like, I sort of just like found a little like routine that I was comfortable with doing, and I just sort of would repeat variations of it over, but it is hard to like try out new things. Where did I put this on? Couch. You know, you could probably get a decent workout. Try to turn all the grunting. Don't get lost in leg triangle. Sorry, I'm catching up. The Bermuda's Triangle. I was so afraid of the Bermuda Triangle as a child. Like, it sounded like a real problem that I was like so concerned that it wasn't getting addressed, that like there was just a mysterious triangle where like planes would crash. Sit up to pour more wine. I'm just imagining like on a yoga mat or something, but just like sit up to like a of box wine and just like pour it. Wine is apparently in moderation is pretty good for your heart. My step grandpa, he was my grandpa, I don't, but he lived a very long life, and he drank like a glass of wine every day and ate dark chocolate like every day. Bermuda Triangle and quicksand. Yeah, those were very big issues in the late 90s, early 2000s. They haven't been solved, to my knowledge. People just ignore it. It's a very pressing issue. Okay, let's see. I'm doing this in grayscale right now because I don't know what exactly I want the colors to be. Let's do the arms. Falling into quicksand would be pretty terrifying. It's still out there. There's like so many just like little survival things that I feel like I will never probably need to know, but there's like moments where I just get worried that I don't know what I would do in that situation, and I just like Google. I'll just like Google like how to get out of quicksand, and then just read it and like be mortified that like I didn't know what to do, and then I'll forget in like 3 months. Quicksand is out there. I think for quicksand you're supposed to like just make as much surface area as possible, so it's like very counterintuitive, because you're basically just like, if you step in quicksand, it's just like laid down in the quicksand. It's like, that seems bad. That seems like it will put my mouth, the thing that I breathe out of, very close to the quicksand. Just, yeah, it's basically just like, if you step in quicksand, just whole body in quicksand. It's like, So, okay. And same with like, knowing what to do if you encounter different like wild animals. Like I always forget what to do. I think probably on like a yearly basis, I look up like, what do I do if I run into a mountain lion? Versus what you do if you run into a bear. Versus like, I don't know, like play dead and get eaten. No, I want to live. To live is strong. Megan, you're gonna get people killed. This is life or death. Carry a cardboard box. You know, I would, if it was a big cat, it's like, if any big wild animal is going to take me, to eat me, I'd rather have it be a big cat, because I love cats. Can of pennies. I don't have that on me. I think for cats, it's like back away slowly, right? Just kind of maintain eye contact and like try to make yourself big, scare them maybe. Bears, I don't know. I think bears, you just like hope they don't murder you. You just sort of like, it's like, don't run, but also don't try to fight them. Really? So I think it sounds just like all animals, you're supposed to scare them. I'm just gonna keep horn on me. Beep, beep, beep. Get away, you bear. That's why we make air horn noises on the Twitch stream. Scare away any bears that might be watching the stream. A bear horn. Am I right? Okay, I've been trying to figure out which layer to draw on for like an hour. Okay, let's do this. Let's turn off some layers here. Make it easy. Get you darn bear. Just be polite. That's why Megan practices her air horn noises. Prepare for bears. Excuse me. working in Vector the other day. I was actually using Adobe Fresco, weirdly enough. I was trying to draw, but like, I don't know, Photoshop or Illustrator. Something about the brush tool, like even just the, what's it called? Like 2 different brush modes. But either one. I just like, something kind of irks me about them. It's like, I don't know, Illustrator is just so much more robust that I just have to like force myself to get more comfortable with it, but versus Fresco is like very limited. But I at least like wasn't having problems just like knocking out a drawing with it. And it was like in Vector, but it looked still like hand drawn. I don't know. Maybe I should look into Clip Studio. I was like, there's just times where I do need Vector. Like, a lot easier to work with in After Effects. We're doing it raster this way. Still like, just trying to land on what my favorite kind of process is for like creating pieces to be animated in. So just exploring what's out there. Yeah, Fresco is cool. I know like I saw Kyle Webster on Twitter say like he was super stoked on what was coming for Fresco and like kind of like their roadmap. And I feel like it's just gonna keep getting support. I don't know. It does feel it's like a Procreate kind of competitor, so I was using it on a desktop where it does feel like it's optimized for like a tablet, like an iPad. So I don't know. I feel like using a PC and like a Cintiq to run a iPad program is like overkill, so I felt kind of silly. But yeah, it was an experiment. I have to watch Katie work in Illustrator next week and pay close attention, because like I think I'm just missing something, because it feels clunky to me to like get through it. I need to see a pro at work. Okay, let's do another guide. Yeah, I think, the presets, I think there's a lot of stuff I haven't really unlocked in my head there. I don't know, it's like, I think I get like, I kind of flop back and forth between like, it needs to be clean and professional, gotta use Illustrator, and then being like, but I like texture. And I like things having a traditional feel. And so I don't know, I can't really make my mind up on which one I really want to go for. Why not both? I forget. Live streaming from like, or just recording a podcast. I mean, not just recording a podcast, but I forget if we're doing it live or not. No live stream, probably do IG live bits. Yeah. Doing some interviews. That'd be cool. Yeah, I guess it would be a big operation to bring our stream. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the Expo Center Wi-Fi probably couldn't bring us to terms there. Yeah, too much. Bump some game chops. I'm gonna take a quick break. Just gonna leave this screen up. BRB. Time for another snake break. I guess I shouldn't after just going to the bathroom. But I'm playing the game Snake, is what I mean. Snake, the game that was made popular by mobile phones. All right. Please. It won't let me drag tabs out of my browser. I can't look at the chat. Okay, whatever. We have to do it. We have to do it here. This is going to be, I think, a new ongoing competitive. Just gonna be a thing. I'm gonna make a leaderboard, and it'll be a competition between Megan, Christopher, and I, and Eli and Sierra if they want to participate. Whoever has the snake score on stream will keep a live leaderboard. This will be my doing. So I messed up at like 15 last time. It was very sad. This game could go for a while, unless I slip up. Probably gets hard. It's these ones. I guess it's a good thing I can't see the chat while I play this. I'd break my concentration. I need all of the concentration I can get. This, oh man, what am I doing? This is getting hard fast. Damn it. Good thing there's no time. Oh, there is a time. No! I failed so hard. It's a rookie score. I'm done with you. Revolver Ocelot. Why is that snake eating apples? Oh, it must be like a... Is that like a biblical thing? It's in the Garden of Eden, eating apples. I don't know. That up. Bold of you, Google. Ocelot. The Eden snake didn't eat apples. Or did he? Did he? He definitely was around apples. Welcome to Bible chat. Back to Norman Reedus. He's supposed to be holding something. Decide if I still want to do that. The Bible. Next big action-packed video game from Capcom. I actually was, like, no lie, I was thinking, this is not going to, people who know will know, but I was thinking of, like, a Divinity Original Sin game that was, like, was biblically themed, and I was like, it'd be pretty fun. Just like a turn-based RPG, tactical RPG, where you just like go through the chapters of the Old Testament or New Testament, whichever one. I would play it. Sure, that would be. No, you know what? They make lots of. There are games that are themed that way. I was gonna say it's probably frowned upon by the community, but okay. I was trying to draw a suitcase. This is not working. I can't draw a suitcase, you guys. I need the lasso tool. I have a serious case of Control Z right now. It's not doing me any favors. MTG is my religion. Let's turn the smoothing on. Let's do that. Maybe that's what I need. I think this is a good idea. It's going to cover all of the detail that I work on if he has a big dumb suitcase that he's carrying. Yeah, I'm going to skip that. There's got to be something else. You got up to 28 apples. Megan is the high scorer. Does it show my record? 27? This tiny keyboard is also... I know I'm coming up with excuses. Is that a double apple? Oh no. Oh no. 16. Oh my gosh. No. It's down. Fail. Back to work. It's kind of a new game. Not a lot of people know about it. It's like pretty cool. You kind of had to like be there to really get what this game is about. Yeah. It's the new Among Us. But it's like before Among Us was really popular, it's like not a lot of people know about it. It's called Snake. Max lol. Oh man, I gotta get through this guy. This man. Not carrying anything. Minesweeper. It's a deep cut. Okay, I think now I could go back and play Minesweeper and understand what's happening, but I think as most kids did, I played Minesweeper and I just guessed what it was, and that still entertained me. It's very sad. Very sad. My parents should have given me a more stimulating video game. Like Math Blasters. Anyone Math Blasters? Math Blasters? It's a hard thing to say. That's looking like a no. Never played Blasters, but I wanted to. I don't think I ever had it. No, I did have one. Just those like those educational games. Those are good. Yeah, I love all that, like, that area of games. It's like, what were some other ones? Educational, personal computer games. World is Carmen Sandiego. I had like one of them. It was hard. That one was above my grade level, I think, but I still tried playing it. I think the best one by far, though, I feel like I've talked about it on stream before, is Zoom Beanies. Zoom Beanies was incredible. Oh, Oregon Trail, yes. I had Oregon Trail 2. So it wasn't like the real old school one. Oregon Trail 2 was weird. It was like they used like photographs, and then they did the very like uncanny thing of like I would say Oregon Trail is educational. There's like a lot of reading involved. But and like his history, there's history there. Yeah, it was like they took like photographs and they like manipulated the photographs to make it look like people were talking, kind of like Mortal Kombat 2 style almost, where it's just like doesn't look quite right. I played a lot of Oregon Trail 2. You gotta, it's the best thing ever. Just name all the people in your party as like your sisters and your friends and just like watch them die of various diseases. I remember having the math game in grade school where you had to answer math problems to escape this haunted house. Oh, interesting. Oh, green and black 8-bit. I don't remember that. Might have been before my time. You know, sometimes you would make it though. Sometimes you and your sister's friend and your neighbor, we would all make it to Oregon City, I think was the end destination, right? It was old. I definitely, yeah, those were fun. The games that, I don't know, those like typing games were usually pretty lame. But at least, I don't know, it was still a game. It's better than just typing. Yeah, Oregon City, the gemstone of Oregon. No, you know what, I haven't been there. I haven't been there. I can't speak on it. Yeah. Yeah. You know, to each their own. But yeah, I'm not trying to go out of my way to go to Oregon City. Oh, I guess I can say that much. But yeah, it's true. Okay. Got that going on. You looking up Oregon names? You live in Oregon, Elise, right? Yeah, Sisters. Yeah, Sisters is like small and in a good way. It's cute. Brothers? Is that a town? Boring? Yeah, boring is pretty... Like, really? It's probably accurate. No caves. There's some pretty fun caves near Bend. Brothers is heading over to Idaho. Yeah, I grew up in Bend, which is like fine. It's a town. I feel like other people like Bend more than I do. But Bend is fine. There's some pretty cool caves near Bend that I didn't even know about until like after I wasn't living there. Megan, have you ever been to the Cowboy Dinner Tree? I feel like that's like this like Bend gem. I want to go back there. Are those the ape caves? I don't know. Yes, I think so. Excuse me. Cowboy Dinner Tree. Look it up. It's like, it's out near these caves. I'll have to figure out what the name of the caves are, but there's a cave that is like, if you were just looking at the landscape around, it just looks like pretty flat, you know, a little bit mountainous, but it looks like just like sagebrush and like whatever, like juniper is. And this cave is literally just like some like metal like stairs that just go down into the ground. It looks very spooky. And those are interesting. I kind of forget what the experience was, but I do remember like a crawl space at one point, so if you're claustrophobic, it's no good. Yeah, the Cowboy Dinner Tree. It's kind of out by those caves. It's a fun little thing just in the middle of nowhere, and it's just like a very large meal that you can order. I think there's little like hotel rooms that are very cute. They're still around. Hopefully they cowboyed up, stuck through COVID. CowboyDinnerTree.net. Welcome to Oregon. Taste of the real Old West. Not that fake Old West. That makes me want to barf. clicked on this site. Okay, let me go. Wow. This is a special web page. The dinner is massive though. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's no joke. $45 per person. No splitting allowed. Is explicitly stated on there. No credit cards, no debit cards, no splitting, no kidding. Wow. Yeah, you cannot finish it. That is guaranteed. Hearty soup. Hot old-fashioned yeast rolls. Here for yeast. The true cowboy cut. 26 30-ounce top sirloin steak, or one whole roasted chicken. Like, what are you gonna do with that entire chicken for yourself? It is indulgent. At the baked potato and a delicious dessert. Coffee, iced tea, pink lemonade offered with dinner. So the thing, I went when I don't remember what age, but like a bunch of boys, we drove out to the cowboy dinner tree and we tried to eat the entire thing and like failed miserably. It's a food challenge. I want to see Guy Fieri go here. Here for yeast. A pack of yeehaw sauce. Yeast rolls. Gotta get Christopher over there. Yes, cash only. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I'm not able to like pull my browser tabs out right now for some reason. So every time I go to a different screen, I see the chat. Catching up. Take a scenic drive into the heart of the high desert. At the end of the trail, be ready to strap on the feed bag. It's beautiful. That is Oregon. Oregon at its finest. The real Oregon. The real Old West. Not these hipsters with their chrome bags and their fixed gears riding around the city with no brakes. Cowboys. Whole roasted chicken. Be there. No microbrews. Just Coors here. Beef, pepper, and Coors. Coors is gonna come after us. But no, I think it was Miller. Miller has a very strong Twitch presence. Or at least they made it appear that way with their advertisements. I just wrote beer in my layer name. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, my subconscious is really coming for me. Just like beer. want to go through the trouble of putting his ponytail on a different layer. Gotta have that secondary motion. We'll have to draw a baby inside of this container. Otherwise it would not be a Death Stranding fan art piece. So at least you're visiting Oregon? I guess that makes sense. You're visiting Eli. Eli is visiting you. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I see, I see. I'll tell Eli I said hello. Eli says hi. Hi. You don't like mediating the conversation? Translate a stream message from you to Eli who's here. Have you beyond the chat box? Yeah. Yeah, the boundaries are being shook. Hey Roxanne, how's it going? We're still friends. The fourth wall is breaking. Welcome. Welcome. We're hanging out. I'm talking about Oregon. We were. I don't know where we're anymore. I'm falling into my sleepy. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, but I'm still vibing. I'm still here. Ludo. The 4:30 doldrums. Woo! LaCroix. So many layers. Tell your carpal tunnel to have 4 several seats. I know. My wrist is fine actually. I feel like I don't draw that much, where my wrist usually doesn't have that many issues. I think since I take breaks between like doing like more animation, just like clicking on buttons, typing. Not always. I mean, typing isn't great for carpal tunnel, but I don't have the endurance of some of those real drawers out there who can draw like 8 hours a day or more, 10 hours. I try. Okay. It's almost complete. I was just thinking, I was like, I could bring this into After Effects and probably animate it, or just at least get it set up, but I guess I'll have to check. Maybe Christopher did put this certain plugin that I use for doing the rigging. I don't know if it's on this computer. Yeah, this one's a free one. Duick, I'm guessing he's used it before. Yes, the Duick Basil. It's a pretty crazy tool. Like, I only use the one feature, but it has like a lot kind of like too much stuff, honestly. It's like when you go to a restaurant and they have like hamburgers and also no, I don't know, like something just offers like everything and you're kind of like, this is a lot. Is all of it good? It can't be. That's how this plugin feels. It's like has like I don't know, just two. It's like a Swiss Army knife, but I'm like, I only want you to do one thing. Basil. Do you say basil? Like a British person? You say basil. Basil. Wow. I mean, I wish I said basil. 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 But I just think, I don't know. Basil. I don't know. It must be an Oregon thing. Calling it basil. I say bay. Yeah, I say it that way. Basil. So I do Bayzil. Basil. Basil. Okay. Well, let's save this. And dare I try to open After Effects? Let's try it out. I've seen Christopher crash this computer a few times. I could be pushing my luck here. Cannot beat 28 apples. That's the limit. Okay. Sounds like it's time for a snake break. This dumb snake, his full face. I need a gamer keyboard if I'm gonna be able to get past. It says the little trophy up there says 27. Did I get 27 at one point? Yeah, it's those ones that are close to the wall that just really get my goat. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to the chat because I can't see the window, but also if I did look away, I would certainly perish. Oh, that was bad. I'm coming for you, Megan. Big moves. We're making big moves out here. As I almost crashed into the wall. Big circles. Oh, I guess they're squares. Hey. Here he comes. We're moving into the stratosphere here. With the big 31. So you have to give yourself lots of room. Oh, damn it. Curses. See, that's where it is supposed to get you. Take it from me. A guy who has 35 apples in his belly. Oh. How dare you. I feel like I have, for some reason, I don't know why this is in my memory. At one point I feel like I've watched like pro snake game before, and it was like, they're literally like doing just like weird patterns to like, I don't even know how to describe it. You just like do weird zigzag patterns to just like make yourself take up less space. See, that was bait. Let's see. They do like this. And then you can kind of like consolidate your big body. Which I think I need to do. It's gonna be a death trap. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat. I'm ignoring the stadium that's applauding me right now. Oh, this is bad. Oh no, my tail's so close. Uh-oh, this could be bad. Okay, I totally pressed the wrong way. 53. I'm gonna mark that as a high score. That's the furthest I've gone yet. Ooh, this game is life, Eli. When did we become a gaming stream? We are playing the most extreme games only. Snake. This game is life. You have to be careful with those quick double backs. Yeah, must condense the snack. Today, we became a gaming stream. Today, Snake Break. The new riveting segment. Okay, oh yeah, I was opening After Effects. Well played. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. I ran. I mean, I guess there's only two ways to die in Snake, because you run into your own body or you run into the wall. I was about to. Yeah, that was dumb of me, running into my own body, but that's literally just, that's how you do it. This is what I needed. You didn't know you needed to watch someone play Snake until now. Sketchy Eli enters the chat. As I'm opening After Effects, I'm like, I don't know if I wanna. This is an endeavor. Let me see if he has the plugin. This could be. I saved this for part 5 of this series I'm doing. Extensions. No. Okay. On here. It's alright. I think it would probably be better to be saved. I'm not sure if I'm even totally done with this. Separating this dude out. So, yeah. But now, at the very least, could go in and second ever Carter stream. Welcome. Welcome. We game here on the Carter stream starting today. We aren't enemies, Eli. No. That never crossed my mind. I care about you. Cool. It's like I can't pronounce that name, but I think I've been seeing these little bots pop up. Aren't you related? It's true. Eli and I have been identified by other people. They kind of think we're a person or related. We had a pretty... It's getting emotional. We're basically twins. Yeah, my hair doesn't grow as much as it did, so I don't know if I can ever pull that hairstyle off again. Oh, we'll see. I've been going on like a steady year, and I guess I've been getting haircuts, but I tell them to try to leave the top alone. But anyway, we might be in the clear now, because we'll probably just go bald. I'll go bald in solidarity. Thank you. Yeah, guys, I think I'm done. It's been coming up on the 3-hour mark. It's usually when I tap out. Just part of me wants to color this guy, but again, I think this is just a good place to stop. Thigh line. Minesweeper. Underneath the snake game, they also had Minesweeper. Oh, nice. Oh, and just, yeah, Google just has games. I do need some minesweeping. Do they have Dig Dug? Just Google makes their own Dig Dug. No. Dig Dug online. I do love that there's just connecting emulator. There's just browser-based versions of every game imaginable. Okay. I'm not gonna play Dig Dug. Yeah. Possessive sweeper. Drama. There's no drama. Okay. I called Eli out for forgetting my name a few times because I thought it was a bit that you were doing. I was like, why? That's all. That is all that happened. We are drama, though. I live for drama. You know, Christopher made a bit about me being the Wednesday guy. You know, I have a name, people. Give me that. Why is it a bit that I don't have an identity? Carter Lee Pierce. Say my name. Just kidding. It's fine. It's very silly. Cardi P. Cardi P. Pierce. No, yeah, my middle name is Lee. I guess, should you give out middle names on, let's say, I feel like a piece of, maybe a piece of personal information you should keep somewhat close to the chest, but it's fine. People want to steal my identity. They've done it before. Yeah, please don't dox yourself. No, yeah, I've definitely had my social security stolen before. I still, to this day, like, when I received, like, the stimulus check from, like, the government, it was made out to Carter Jr. Like, somewhere along the line in the system, I am not a junior. My father's name is not Carter, and I was just like, why? And like it's in as like Carter, and then my last name is Junior. Carter Jr. And that's how, like, it's not even a surname. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah. Doc, I dare you. I probably shouldn't ask for that. Not a junior, okay. Mr. Junior. At least two. Okay. See, this is fun now. So since I did all the fills, can lock transparent pixels. Now when I color this guy, I can just be like, don't even have to color in the lines. Carter Sr. Maybe Roxanne. Carter Elder. I am. I'm the oldest one here at the Experience Center. By a long shot. Why did I read that in the Wizard of Oz, like, song? The If I Were King of the Forest? Person who at the grocery store guessed I was born in 1985, and I laughed. I don't know. I don't know your birth year, actually. It's the, like, if I were king of the forest, and he does, like, like, something with his voice. And then it's like, not Duke, King. Vibrato. That's the word I had it. I was going to say it, but I was like, if it's wrong, I don't want to say that word if I have any error margin to mess it up. Gurgly vibrato. Thank you. I played viola. You can do a vibrato on a violin, a string instrument. It's how we grow. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Yeah, that's fair. I've made lots of those. Now it's just like fall into silence. I've made so many mistakes. No, this drawing, it's not one of them. Very excited. Okay, I did start coloring it. I feel like this conversation is picking up now at the 11th hour. Very embarrassing story about trying to vibrato on a flute while I was in middle school. That's amazing. Do tell. No, I mean, you don't have to. It's probably like, I mean, I'm trying to imagine. I too played flute in the middle school marching band. My sisters, I think both played flute. Definitely. I went the bougie route. Not really. They're both whatever, but I played viola. Tenor sax. Oh, nice. I was kind of into the idea of sax. Okay, I'm coloring this guy. Might as well choose the color I actually want. This is fine. You're all band nerds. Wait, I missed it. Tablet. Wait, okay. Didn't realize how you're supposed to use your tongue. I'm reading this cautiously, out loud, to vibrato and end up trying to vibrate my entire body. Oh man, that's pretty awesome. But, you know, your teacher should have just let you be. That's incredible. Quit before high school because you don't want to be a bigger nerd. Yeah, I think I stopped playing in like my sophomore year, and my orchestra teacher was just like, so you don't think this is cool anymore? He like gave me like a talk, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to do it. Yeah, I kind of like, I gave up orchestra and was like, I just want to do just art classes for me. Just good old drawing. I'm reading this cautiously. Yeah. That does need to be animated. Let's take these guides off. Then I just proceed to become the weird art kid. Yeah, it's a fair amount of us ended up in that that role, that archetype. Always over wet my read, then it'd crack. Oh my god. I don't even know. I guess I don't know the anatomy of a sax enough. Wet the reed. That's incredible. Do you still? You don't still play the saxophone, David Rick, do you? For some reason, I just imagine you like still being a jazz guy. It just sounds fitting. The anatomy of a sax. I also said that carefully. As I was saying, I was like, huh. Curious word choice. There are wooden slots that fit in the back of a mouthpiece. Interesting. Yeah, I've never gotten up close and personal with a sax. I know. Yeah, I should take my own advice a little bit. Don't play sax anymore. I've been playing guitar at school. Many moons ago. Oh yeah. That's rad. Yeah, for some reason I like, maybe it was something you said before, but I was like, just imagined you as like a music guy. A musician, that's what they call them. My brain is slipping. I need sustenance. I need LaCroix. Did nothing for me. We play ukulele, drums, and piano. Damn. Multi-talented. I always wanted, when I was younger, I wanted to drum. I was into the idea of drumming. It seems fun. You're, yeah, you could be a one-person band. Guitar in college? Oh, word. Yeah, that's awesome. Classically trained. We Wacom Orchestra. The Wacom Winnebago. Yeah, it'll be like a tour, a touring band. Show us your can. Oh, it green screened. Oh, I see. Because it's green. That makes sense. I have to look at this in the OBS. Let me see what it looks like. Oh, it's so weird. As I try to like aim just to my forehead. That is pretty cool. I just like looking at this. Transparent LaCroix. This is like some wave art. Good call, Eli. Drums are so loud though. Yeah. They are very, you take up a lot of space as a drummer. A lot of mental space. Proficient on the triangle? Yeah. I'll sing. No. I would always get stuck with singing, playing that Rock Band game, and I think it gave me a unfounded sense of confidence over singing. Probably that and karaoke. And a mental band. Want like this slate blue, I would almost call it, and then want like some kind of like a red orange. We'll see. Gotta bail. Okay, yeah. It's about that time. Thanks for stopping in, Eli. Appreciate it. I'll catch you next time you stream. Goodbye. We'll think about it. I'll stew on this. Need some fresh eyes on it. Cool, but it's coming together. I did all the tedious stuff is done. Now it's only action-packed fun from here on out. Once I bring it into After Effects. But okay. It's gonna do it for us, folks. Oh, my camera. Camera. Looks real lo-fi. Anyway. Thanks for joining, y'all. Had fun. Did lots of chatting. Did some drawing. Yeah. What do we got on the docket? You know, we remind you all. Is Christopher tomorrow? Is he still? He's on the schedule. Christopher is not present today. You killed it at Snake. Thank you. New record on Snake. Yeah, he better be streaming. He said he would. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks, Jess, for hanging out. Good to see ya. As always, David Rick Smith, Master Musician, Master Card Master, Roxanne. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Stranger friends, yes, absolutely. And Elise, everybody who came by, any lurkers out there, bless your heart. May the MTG be with you. Thank you, Elise, thank you. Have fun spending time with Eli. And Megan, thanks for modding. Keep an eye on the bots, keeping them at bay. Yeah. Happy Thursday, y'all. Take care. Exactly. Keep those bots. Okay, I'm done. My brain is shutting down. Here's the button.